Alright, hello and welcome back to Let's Play yet another no-name MAME game. Today's no-name MAME game is, of course, R-Type 2. That's right, everybody's favorite bio-themed spaceship shooter. Eat your heart out, Biohazard Battle. Just in case you didn't believe me, I have it laser engraved onto the screen that we were playing R-Type 2. So let's jump right in. So even before we're assaulted by the enemies, we're assaulted by the soundtrack. And this is pretty rocking. Even though it sounds like not quite 8-bit, not quite 16-bit, like better than 8-bit, but worse than 16-bit, sort of a transitionary period. But it's definitely rocking and it's not going away. So right in the beginning, I mean, we're very tempted to make some comparisons with Gradius, or Gradius, as some might say, I suppose. But I'm assured that R-Type 2 is its own game. And indeed, we don't even see any upgrade bar at the bottom anywhere in sight. In fact, we see a nice charge beam, which lets us charge. This is the other way of doing charge, where instead of bombs, you kind of compensate with the charge beam. Also, you have a nice helper little guy that you can shoot out. Unfortunately, you cannot retract him so easily. And when you shoot him out, then you're strangely vulnerable, so not so great. Oh, and checkpoints. Oh boy, one life, checkpoints. Definitely Gradius inspired. I mean, there's kind of like a defining line between when shoot 'em ups started going from sort of like Gradius to bullet hell. And this is definitely on the Gradius edge of that line. I don't think anyone would think otherwise. Let's see, does our shield in front shield us from a couple shots? We won't get a chance. I mean, the music might be a little repetitive, but that's kind of the way you want it, because as the music just keeps going and going, you just start like looking at stuff and then seeing stuff and then figuring out what you need to do, and eventually you just sort of get into a trance where you're playing the game and it's like, that's it. That's all you're doing. Playing the game. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, and we can add our little extra option to the back of our ship for what that's worth. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing this a couple of times. Kind of wish the checkpoints were nice and happily marked, because I mean, if your game is going to like rigidly adhere to checkpoints, you might as well just make it easy to figure out where you need to go. Actually, it seems like there's a significant disadvantage even. Oh, that was pretty bad. You can't dodge a shot down and up at the same time, no matter how much your hand wants you to. But it does seem like there's actually a significant loss in firepower to have your little glowing option to dock onto your ship, which is a little weird. I mean, usually these things, they, well, okay, auto-fire's on, just to say. Usually these guys, they, if they do dock on your ship, they don't decrease your firepower. Although, maybe when it's off, then you're kind of penalized by only being allowed to shoot so many shots per screen. Whereas when it's docked, then you get unlimited shots per screen. Again, something that only matters if you play using auto-fire. And last time I checked, you couldn't use auto-fire in arcade cabinet. In the arcades. Oh wow. Our shots are even arcing. That's, well, okay, spreading out, but that's about as good. You can retract your little guy like a fishing pole by pressing the button. Oh, and he comes back on his own, naturally. Just like any well-trained dog. And let's try back docking. Nope, still not as awesome as you'd expect it to be. Kind of one of those games where like you just keep playing and you make a little bit of progress each time. Although that being said, it kicks you back to the checkpoint, so you'd rather make more progress than less. Oh, what the heck? I feel like things just went out of my control. Hey, well, made it to a checkpoint, so that's very reassuring. But yeah, I mean, looking at the ordinances, even if the game looks a little bit like Gradius, the ordinance does not at all, really. And plus 2, you don't get to choose what weapon. Ooh. You don't get to choose what weapon you get as an upgrade. You just kind of have to deal with what the game gives you. Which, I don't know, personally I always felt that was sort of the superior way of doing things, just because when you're playing Gradius, or any shoot-'em-up really, you don't have enough time to like ponder your loadouts and think about like, whoa, that's different. You don't really have a lot of time to ponder your loadouts, think about like what weapons would work best or not. That was lame. Oh no, do you think it's gonna forget the progress every coin you put in? I sure hope not. It would lose a lot of quarters that way. So yeah, if you haven't quite noticed, the extra little guy is kind of invincible. And so, if you've ever played Sonic 2, I mean, you know that Tails can be a very important ally just because he's invincible. So in this game, I'm assuming the option takes the same place, where he's like your omnipresent and semi-invincible ally. Wow. That's a new wrinkle. I guess you really get to experiment and like see how you want to play. Like, unlike Gradius, where it's like, you have to choose your loadout, and once you've chosen it, that's that. With this game, it's kind of like, you can play around, and your loadouts can change as you're playing, which is cool. Oh gosh. Slowdown on the game itself? It's pretty intense. I really like that bouncing guy, though. Oh, that was it? Whoa. Man, it's always freaky in like spaceship games when it's like you shoot your shot and it comes back at you and you're like, oh god, do I dodge or not? I don't think I've met a single one where your own shot can kill you, but it freaks me out every time nonetheless. And I hear rumors that there is a extra attack. Oh, even in death they kill you. I hear rumors that there is a charge attack, but I have not substantiated those rumors. Continue. Yeah. Alright. We can deal with this. So that's a new wrinkle. So they're kamikazes, and then they keep going in the way you kill them, which... It's a lot easier to kill them when you have the magical superpower shots of your option. Where are you, buddy? I'm missing you. I guess technically I could go through this level without shooting any of the enemies, but come on, where's the spirit in that? Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. Still feel like it's wrong. Maybe it's supposed to be a test of your willpower. Oh, they're even worse. We'll give it another go. Just because every time I play a spaceship shooter, I just like immediately turn on auto fire and just kind of blast my way through. Let's go for a, well, I don't think this is any more subtle, but classier, I suppose. Alright, well, auto fire's on and we're locked and ready to explode everything in sight. I've learned enough by now to not go for that S right away. you recklessly charge towards the speed thing. That's pretty funny. I hadn't thought of it that way. Oh gosh, that's right back in the days when you always had an extra enemy in the environment. I mean that in like the playing level itself would fight against you, not in that all of these games were conscious of the fact that you were burning constant fossil fuels to produce electricity or anything like that. Oh, hey. Now that is ordnance. Now those are freaky. Yep, leave it to biosacks to always freak you out a little bit. Well, I mean, so this game is made by Irem, and then eventually Irem went a little bankrupt, and then from the ashes came Nazca Corp, one of many various subsidiaries, but, well, not subsidiaries so much as descendants, really. But, oh, maybe that's a power-up. I'm interested. But from the ashes, one of the, okay, Nazca Corp, and one of their more famous games was a little-known classic called Metal Slug. And it was kind of weird because, like, every fourth level in Metal Slug, you start getting these weird bio themes. And I'm beginning to wonder if that was just kind of an homage to R-Type. Like a continuous, constant homage. Maybe they just really liked human bodies or something. That sounds even worse than bio-lizards. Oh, cool. Our little extra option, in addition to not protecting me from death, is also shooting off little Me Too missiles. It's like, hey, look at me, I'm useful too, just like the other guy. And you're like, not quite like the other guy. Oh, I see. At first I was gonna say, oh, there's even some gravity where your ship can't go above water, but no, that's really just because waterfalls push you down. Watch out for octopus monsters from above. Gosh. Guy just like flipped into the waterfall and saw his chance. Okay, this is at least halfway through the level? Okay. I can deal with this, at least. If it starts kicking me back to the beginning of the level each time, I'm gonna get real tired of that real quick. Oh yeah, that's right, falling squid, elephant, octopus. No! I was gonna say you didn't get me this time, but he got me this time. So crafty. You know, I have heard tell that octopi are the smartest creatures on Earth. Well, technically humans, and dolphins, and pigs. They're smartish, okay? Ah, got you this time. Well, I know you're wily oh crap, because I'm gonna have to go there anyway. It's unavoidable. And I don't know why I'm quite so surprised. Everything is out to kill me. It's one of those games where it's like you just have to make a little bit of progress. Like you figure out like what one trap is, and you figure out how to deal with it, and you figure out what the next trap they're gonna throw at you is, and then you figure out how to deal with that. And then you get one more trap, and then you slowly make your way through the level. And it's kind of nice. And with infinite credits, then it really does feel almost like console games now, where you've got like infinite lives, and lives are really just kind of an abstraction. They're just as a hallmark of the arcade roots of the franchise. There's a little... Oh, I see how I died last time. That's very inconvenient. Well, I mean, I can't always try mounting the option on the back, but jeez, this game does not take it easy on you. Although it does have nice music, and the music's a bit better when it's not trying to go out of its way to completely out-rockify your ears. Because ice. Jeez, okay, that's maybe a little too frustrating. Well, maybe the secret is to charge attack that guy. I just remember Joe and Mac, where it's like I neglect the charge attacks to dangerous effect. Oh, cripes. Oh, well, okay, one more life. The game is telling me that maybe I'm on the way to the way. To beat the way. Huh. I mean, looking at the spaceship, it's not necessarily distinctive. I mean, it's a little bit similar to the Darius spaceship. That's not the solution. Charging attacks. I think this game is just hard, and you just have to play through it and couple dozen million times until you figure out every single little thing. You've memorized, cataloged. You just know exactly what's going to happen at any time. And then you still die because you're unlucky once or twice. Crazy, crazy game. But if you like them that way, you like them hard, you like them where you got to keep playing again, then this game would definitely have that in spades. I don't know, I mean, personally, I kind of like that style, but at the same time, I mean, I don't like watching some guy doing this over and over and over and over and over again. So, I think on that note, this cat'll have to scat. But that was still a fun game. And I really think it would be, you could probably try it yourself and probably get quite a bit further. Well, on that note, this cat's got a scat.